Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Love Our Life. Today we are doing some more Epic Universe construction updates, but today we're doing them at night. So let's get into it. So come on, enjoy it. So we've been doing these construction update photos for close to 2 years now. And this is the first time that we are going to have an update at night, meaning that all the photos taken are done at nighttime. So I thought that was really cool that we're going to get to see that. So here we go, Epic Universe at night.
I'm working in the kitchen. At night.
Don't hold back.
And as always, all these photos come from BioReconstruct, so thank you for those photos to BioReconstruct. Let's get into it. So the first thing we're starting off with here tonight is an aerial overview of the Epic Universe construction site at night. So what we're going to do is we're going to look into this a little further, each photo, giving you kind of an idea of how this park is going to look at night. And given that, the first thing I want to show you is the Terra Luna and Stella Nova resorts lit up at night with the lights going on. I've seen reports that these do light up at night. I have not seen it in person. Every time I drive by there at night, it seems like it's completely dark and you can't see anything. But this is cool to actually see it lit up, and it's looking really good. We're not going to spend too much time out here, but this is the actual parking at night. The parking lot lit up. You can see the lights are already installed, ready to go. And the parking toll down at the bottom right of the photo there, looking really good. So it's pretty amazing stuff. And now we're going to get into the wizarding world of Harry Potter. This is going to give you an idea of what this is going to look like at night, of course. But here is an aerial overview of the wizarding world of the Ministry of Magic. Many windows of Paris have lighting, show building roof fully lit with service lighting. Not much lighting yet in the Epic Universe areas at the left. So he's meaning the fountain and Celestial Park doesn't have very much lighting. But we do have some lighting in some of these areas, and we're going to show it to you because it looks really cool. So here is more of a zoomed in photo here. This is showing you some of the themed building windows are lit up, and that's looking beautiful. I mean, it's going to be so cool at night walking down through here. And actually, this has gotten me more excited about the Ministry of Magic. I was already excited about it before, but now I'm even more excited because of the fact that this is going to look so good at night. Like, I can't wait for it. Also, another side of this here, just kind of showing you what it looks like. Looks really good. Looks awesome. You can actually see this is kind of shifted over to the left a little bit and where the photo is at, so it's a little further back, I think, or this to the left. Okay, I see. Yeah, I'm figuring it out now. But it looks good. Looks great. And then a little further back here, the construction of the turret, you can see it to the left there. So that's going on, and you can see the red tent area at the bottom of the photo. Looking amazing. And right over top here you can see as well, everything just kind of lit up and looking good. So like I said, this is going to look awesome at night when you're walking through it. It has me more excited to go through it at night. But this is interesting. A lot of people are like, well, let's see the theme park during the day. My favorite time to be at theme parks is at night. I like walking through them when it's dark and the lights are lit up. I feel like it just gives more chill to the park, more ambiance to the park. Also, you can see the butterbeer sign towards the back here of the photo. Now, it's not really lit up. It's kind of lit up a little bit, but not by much. But it's looking good. And then over here we have the lighting with the themed windows, and this is the entrance of the Ministry of Magic here. So that looks really cool. Now, I'm sure there will be a little more lighting down on the streets whenever it's finished. But, I don't think Hogsmeade's lit up that well. But yeah, so we're going to move on from the Ministry of Magic here, and we're going to move on to something else because we need to see it. Here's team member parking over here. This area, back behind here, and the parking lot area for team members. Really interesting, though, is that this body of water behind it, that little strip right out there that looks like a peninsula, rumor is that's where they're going to shoot the fireworks off from. So we don't know for sure, but that's kind of what they're saying right now. And I think we only have one photo of Dark Universe. We might have other ones, but you can see the Burning Blade Tavern. At the top left is the Celestial or Constellation Carousel and Pizza Moon. Current work on the Helios Grand Hotel pool at the left that they're working on. So it's lit up a little bit back here, but not a whole lot. So there's not a ton. But what's really cool is when we're going to get to the coasters that we're seeing at night here. So here's another side of it at the center of the village, Darkmoor, with lighting at Doss Steakhouse. Right there. Looking good. And then here, this is a aerial photo of the traffic circle, the raised traffic circle we keep going on about. Now, what's really interesting about this is how you see this from the road. Over here on Universal Boulevard, I've seen it several times, and you can actually see it as you're going by. It's pretty trippy looking. Like, it's really cool how they're doing it. So they're still working it out, so you know how it'll go, but pretty crazy. And we got some Epcot stuff, so just ignore that. Okay, so now we are getting into Super Nintendo World here. Number one is a surprise sighting of a tour bus. Really? A tour bus. Interesting. And number two might be boom lifts, stage for regular park maintenance. 3, pulsating multicolor lights at the Minecart Madness water obstacle. Number 4, reduced number of trailers. And 5 is lighting in Atlantic. So you can see the Atlantic restaurants lit up there in number 5. Just a little bit. Oh, look, we have some Donkey Kong stuff. Aerial photo here. The golden area has theming of the second hill, lift hill. Theming also seen along the temple wall at the right. Canopies below will provide shade for the ride queue. So pretty cool, man. We're just going to go through these and just look at them. I mean, this is so cool. Aerial night photo of Super Nintendo World with lighting for construction. So this isn't what it's going to look like at night necessarily, but they do have this all lit up for construction here. So it's looking good, and it just gives it that little bit more there, I think. It just makes it feel a lot more special. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so cool. Now, this is 3 photos here. Multicolor lighting at the splash through water obstacle. So you see red, blue, and yellow lighting there in the middle of the photos. That's cool. That's good to see that lit up at night. It kind of gives you an idea of some of the little lighting features we're going to get when it's lit up at night. Number 1, recently added palm trees. Number 2, frames for a gate. Number 3 is framing for the portal into Donkey Kong Country. And number 4 is also pavement that has been cast. So, you know, you kind of get this idea how it's looking with everything going along. You can't really see everything bright, but I think, you know, I wanted to make this video because I feel like it just kind of gives you an idea of what we're going to see at night. I think it's cool. Now this is kind of lit up here, giving you a look at the Minecart Madness here. We just talked about this in our last update video, how the ride vehicle was sitting up here. And you see the building behind it, which is the show building there. And also, we're talking about the multicolor lights on the coaster itself. You can actually see them here in the middle of the photo. We have some greens, red, and yellow. Right there by the little tiki hut. Those are lit up. So, like I said, theming going on. And then, of course, Funky's plane is down to the bottom right. Crossing into Mount Beanpole at the very bottom right of the photo. Super Nintendo World, here we go. Look at this. This is so cool. So we don't have a lot of lighting in here, but we have some. You can actually see it on Mount Beanpole, and then some of the areas to the left that have like entrances, those are lit up in there as well. Like, it looks like there's a light on top of Bowser's Castle that's on right now. It might be, it might not be. At least it looks that way. Then shifting over here, you can kind of see that too from here. So it looks good. Of course, Celestial Carousel, all that kind of stuff. Or Constellation Carousel, looking good up there. And then just more aerials of Super Nintendo World lit up at night. So this kind of goes to show you that they are working around the clock to get this done. They are just working really hard around the clock to get this done. So this one is actually not so much at night. It's at dusk, but you can see the Helios Grand here, which looks good. And then it's lit up here at the bottom as it starts to get darker. The show fountain still has no lighting added to it, but you know it will. I mean, it's just going to happen. Landscaping has started near the semicircle of the cabanas over here, so a little bit lit up there. It's not a ton of things that have changed, but just seeing the lights on was just really cool. Night aerial photo of the construction with the fountain here in the foreground of the photo. And then here is an overview look of Epic Universe. You can see the Atlantic restaurant to the left is actually lit up inside, which looks good. The Wizarding World to the bottom of the photo is lit up, and a little bit of the Helios Grand is, and of course Donkey Kong Country and Super Nintendo World. And then Starfall Racers, or excuse me, Stardust Racers has some light there as well. That's going on. So everything looks really good. And then we're going to go into the Isle of Berk here for just a minute. We're going to show you this. Hiccup's Wing Glider lit up here. You can see the ride vehicle just sitting there. Right there. Or the last photo. And then the lights that are lit up beside it here. And then arrows in these two photos as train entering the structure over the first launch of Hiccup's Wing Glider's roller coaster. Photos are 12 seconds apart. Nice. That's so cool. Really cool. And then here is a night aerial photo of Stardust Racers in the Isle of Berk during construction of Epic Universe. Arrow at a train in the second launch of Hiccup's Wing Glider's roller coaster. So looks pretty awesome. This one too just goes to show you the ride vehicle is testing, and they have it all lit up here at night. So everything just looks like it's coming together and that they're working around the clock. But I thought that all of these looked really good and really interesting for an update. So that's what I wanted to do, was show you guys these. So let me know down in the comments what you think of all of these photos. I think they're pretty cool. I would like to see more of these, although some of it's hard to see, but it's cool to see everything starting to come together and be lit up at night as they continue to work around the clock to get this done. So pretty awesome. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and checking it out. A lot of content coming up this week, so make sure you are subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out on another video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and remember, the road goes ever on. I will see you next time.